4-hour closing in an hour and a half, and I finally got the final invoice. So the agent had already said the work was done, but making sure I printed all the other receipts in a booklet I do for all my buyers so we can make sure all the repairs are done. We do a closing walkthrough right before we close to make sure everything looks good before we head to the closing table. If we find something in the walkthrough, I would call the agent and just said, hey, we have an issue here. We try to resolve it without having to delay closing. It depends. If it's a big issue, then we would get a contractor out here real fast. I had to do that on another home where I had an issue and I had a contractor, repair person, a heating and air company. I called 2 of them. And the fastest one that came out literally within 30 minutes to try to solve the issue, get the seller to agree to make the repair and have it done and just pay the repair outside their, on the closing statement so it wouldn't delay anything. So that's why it's very important to do a walkthrough right before you close, because you just never know. I mean, we've had a lot of rain lately in South Carolina. It's been crazy. All moisture is higher on homes right now, and that could just be random, but you still want to make sure everything's checked out. Slab versus crawl space. But yes, I always do a walkthrough. Some people will want to do a walkthrough the night before closing because they have to work the next day. So I always do that, but then I come through the house on my own, make sure, the ceiling's not falling in, literally. Just making sure there's no spots on the ceiling. I videotape the house and send it to my clients. So I do it that way too if it's not good for the client to come right an hour before closing. It's fun, but I always come through. My eyes will be on it, so. Because I feel like that's a duty to be a realtor, because I want to protect the buyer and make sure they're seeing everything too. And I don't think the sellers are trying to hide anything, but houses are used homes, just like even new construction can have issues. That's why you always do a walkthrough right before closing. It's a must.